Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today it's going to be my April favorites. I'm actually kind of enjoying that because it kind of gives me an excuse to shop a lot and buy whatever I want. I know that my background is like always so funky and messy like over there, but I am going to try to fix it, maybe buy backgrounds or something like that. This is just actually my dining room that I just turned into my little office space. And I'm just trying to work with it, and hopefully it'll start to look better back there without it looking all funky or whatever. Guys, let's just go ahead and get into it. I really have nothing much to say except let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I have to totally do a shout out to is Kale Polish's spring line. Kathleen Lies just released her spring line, which if you want to, I can link it down below. And I'm trying to grab them. She released 6 new shades, and honestly I'm gonna say all of them are really nice. I'm actually wearing Miss Honey and Coconut Milk, and I kind of turned it into this sort of French kind of ombre effect. I hope you can really see it. Every single shade is perfect. I do believe that you should always use 2 coats with each one of them, but my favorites are so far St. Clair, which is this really pretty blue shade, and then I really love That's What She Said. It's sort of this metallic rosy gold brown shade. It's very beautiful. I've worn it on its own. And the other one I've actually been liking is Miss Honey, which is the one that's used for the little ombre effect on my nails. And I haven't really tried pistachio ice cream. I don't know what it is about greens that it's just like you know, it's just kind of like whatever. And Coconut Milk is pretty, but I just feel like I'm just too scared to wear like a white on its own. I feel like my hands look so weird if I just wear just white. I am gonna try it, but I have used it, and I feel like with this one you need to use around 3 coats, or depending on your application, depending on that, I feel like you need like 3 coats for it to be like fully opaque or whatever. And then this one is called Hug and Roll, this lavender one, which I haven't even tried, and it's from, like, the name is based off of Friends, which you all know I am obsessed with Friends. Like, that's my #1 TV show, and I don't know why I haven't even tried it. It's a pretty lavender shade, like a very, very light lavender shade. I don't know, I just haven't really, the shade hasn't really called out to me. That's really all it is. The next couple of random things I want to talk about is this shampoo and conditioner I've been using for like, I believe over a month, but I really wanted to test it out before I even talked about it. And this is the Philip B Anti-Flake No. 2 Relief Shampoo, and this is the Philip B Lightweight Deep Conditioning Creme Rinse, something like that, yeah. And as you can see, I already need, this was the sample size and this is the full size. I believe this was like $35, maybe almost $40. I got it off of Amazon, and I got the sample size because, I mean, like I said, I'm the type of person who always wants to get sample sizes, because I recently shopped at Sephora and all I bought was really sample stuff, because it's like I don't want to like jump in to any product and I don't like it and I just like threw away 40 bucks. As you all know, that's why it's one of my favorites. I love this. I have such a dry scalp, like, and it was itch like the second day, and I was like, what is happening? I'm using Head & Shoulders. Come on, Sofia Vergara told me it's gonna help me, and it's not. And it's not that I have dandruff, it's just that my scalp is just so dry, like so dry. And it said to use an anti-dandruff or basically an anti-dandruff shampoo. And this is the #1 recommended one, so I bought it, and this works so well. You just need very little, and it like suds up to like complete, well, now it like just very little cleans my hair. I want to say it took about, I wash my hair like every other day, so I want to say it took about 2 weeks for me to finally see something changing. But after the first wash, I already felt that I was not itchy. Not that on my scalp wasn't dry anymore, but I could definitely feel that my scalp was not as itchy as before. Another thing that is in my favorites this month is this brush cleaner, and it's just called Makeup Brush Cleaner by Cinema Secrets. I don't know if that's the brand name, but I bought this a while back, and I used it for, you know, like swatches and stuff like that with brushes. And this is seriously so good. I didn't think that it'd work, and it dries very fast. Like, you spray it, you kind of wash it off on a clean towel or something like that, and it's like ready to use right then and there. Another thing that I've been really enjoying this month, and maybe like half of last month, is this Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask to clear pores. I have a pretty, like, I don't have that much acne or whatever. Like, I feel like my only problem areas is maybe like my chin and my forehead, but I typically have like pretty clear skin, except like my nose. It's always like looks clogged and looks pretty gross. So I started to use this. I first started with the little samples that they would give us Sephora, and then I was like, yep, this is totally for me, and I bought the full-size bottle, and I've had this for a while, and I use it like twice a week, and this is as far as I've gotten. It doesn't feel like it's sucking and drying my skin out at all. I actually feel like it's been cleaning my skin, and my pores and my nose, where it's mostly like kind of like ugh, it hasn't been looking as bad as it used to. So I feel like this has definitely helped improve it. So the next thing I have to show you is my perfume that I got while I was on vacation in Florida. And I actually already had a sample from Sephora and I liked it and I bought it, but this month I've just been using it crazy. Like, I mean, that's as far as I've gotten, and I've already had it for like a month already. It just smells so good, and it's just a scent that's like so me. Like, I just love the smell of it. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it just smells, it's not very strong. Like, just one spray I feel like works for me, and it stays on me the entire day. It doesn't like fade away like by the end of the night or anything like that. This is just something that is just totally me, and I love it. So a lipstick that I've actually been enjoying is also this Fiona Stiles, what's it called? Hydrashine Essential Lip Color in Louella. And I bought this once again in Florida, and it's just a beautiful glossy nude for me. Like, I can wear this all day long, every single day, and I actually feel like the color and the moisture in the lipstick actually lasts for a pretty long time. And, you know, I feel like it lasts maybe, like, for me, maybe like 4 hours if I really am not really doing anything, and you could just reapply and it'll last like literally for the rest of the day. I just feel like this is a lipstick that I can actually get on board with. So I have this Urban Decay B6 Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Spray, and I actually used this today and a couple of times before this, and honestly this feels and works with me so well. And along with like a setting spray kind of thing, I want to talk about this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. These two have helped me tremendously when it comes to my makeup. This is also included in my favorites. And I just feel like this one I use during, and this one I use like one time during. Like, I use this, okay, I use this first. I'm all over the place, but I use this first before I put my primer on, and it kind of moisturizes my skin in a way, I feel. And then I put my primer on, and then I start to do my foundation and everything, and then I put my powder on, and then I set my face with, you know, powder of course, and then I use this first just a little bit, and then once that like dries down, I use this one, and then I use my beauty blender to stamp it in, and I swear like the powdery look goes away. Like right now that I'm looking at myself and everything, I don't feel or look powdery. Like, my skin feels like not if it's gonna come off because it's all powder, but it feels so smooth, it feels so good. I don't feel my skin being all cakey or whatever. Like, plus I'm actually wearing a new foundation today that I'm trying out, and I just love this so much. And I use this at the end, and I actually just tried the Urban Decay All Nighter. Let's see if it works, I don't know. But this is seriously so amazing. Both of these together, I swear. This is a travel size kind of bottle, and I'm going to definitely get the full size bottle of this. The next thing I really want to talk about is this Wet n Wild concealer. I actually thought that it was going to be very dry on my skin, because under my eyes it's typically the driest out of probably my entire face, and like right here between my eyebrows and right here on my forehead. And I was so scared that it was going to come out very ugly and everything. But then when I tried it, I'm in the shade light medium beige. I just got this one and it's worked well for me. And this blends out beautifully. It does not look cakey. Yes, there isn't so much coverage, or maybe it's because my under eyes are just so dark, like nothing can cover them. This, I swear, it's so amazing. And this actually does not look as creasy and very cakey as my Tarte Shape Tape. This one is so much better, and I actually prefer this one over the Tarte Shape Tape. The next thing I want to talk about is something that I'm actually wearing. Like, can you see this? Like, oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, you saw that sparkle when you clicked on this video. And it is the Stila, what is this called? Magnificent Metal? Yeah, Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. I have used this before today, but today I put it on because I wanted you to like see like how amazing it is. It's like, it's just speaking to me on so. Yes, I did use it after I did my foundation, so that's why there's so much glitter on my face. But I definitely recommend using it before you do your foundation, so you can like just clean up the glitter away. The next thing I want to talk about is the Lorac Unzipped palette. I have used this already a couple of times. I didn't use it today because it was too purpley and I wanted to keep it more like warm tone kind of things. But I've already used, I don't know if you can tell, but I've used this shade right here all over the lid. I've used this one on the outer corner. I've used this one like kind of almost as a transition shade. These, they blend so well. Like, I didn't even like use any like spray to like kind of intensify it. It was already intense just on its own. The only thing I can say is that I forgot to use an eyeshadow primer or anything, a base or something, and so after a while it did start to kind of fade away. But honestly, I have no complaints about this. It's very pigmented, and yes, that is pretty scary, but you don't need that much in order to kind of create your own look. You just tap it a little bit, you know, shake off the excess, and then just start to put it in, and it blends beautifully. Like, I had no trouble blending it, anything whatsoever. I definitely recommend this thing. The last thing I want to talk about is something that I actually recently bought, and this is the Tartelette in Bloom palette. Everybody goes crazy about this thing, and now I know why. I thought it was gonna be almost like which palette, like the Too Faced eyeshadow palettes. This honestly I feel is way better than the Too Faced chocolate bar palettes, except the original and the peach palette. But like, this is like close second. Like, just like with the Lorac one, these shades are so pigmented. Yes, there is like a lot of kickback when you put your brush in and you kind of dip it in a lot, but I honestly don't mind that at all. Every single shade in here I will use. Actually today I'm actually using Smarty Pants and Rebel. I use Smarty Pants as a what's it called, like as a transition color, like so I can blend everything out, and I used Rebel like on the outer corner. Another shade that I used was actually Dominatrix from Jeffree Star's Androgyny palette, just to, you know, kind of define and like darken up the outer corner. But this, oh my god, just like the Lorac one, they're pigmented but not so pigmented that it's scary, and you just need very little, very little of this for your eyes, like just very little, and it's just perfect. The blendability is amazing. This is another like beginner eyeshadow palette that definitely you need. That's really it. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.